What's up, guys? Back at my buddy Adam's place. Well, actually I haven't left, but we're going to head out on our Grizzlies. He's got a 2018 Grizzly. He's got a really nice set of Elka shocks. He's got stage 3 in the front, stage 4 in the back. We're going to go out and do a little comparison. I still have the stock suspension on mine, so we'll compare the two suspensions and see which one we like best, see if it's worth the money. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm out here in Hillsborough, New Brunswick with my buddy Adam here. We're doing wheelies. I'm just kidding. He's got a 2018 Grizzly and mine's a 2017. Mine's totally stock except for, you know, tires and winch and stuff. Adam has a 2018. Basically the exact same bike, but he went and put a set of Elka shocks on his. Stage 4 in the back, stage 3 in the front. Really, anybody that knows anything about shocks, Elka is top of the game. I mean, that's why they're so expensive. Anyways, Evan's a co-worker of mine. He's had more bikes probably in the last year than I've had in my whole life. He's just one of those guys. He's been riding his whole life. And we wanted to get out, test the two suspensions. Like I said, he's got the Elka's stage 3 in the front, 4 in the back, because he wanted the preload adjustment for the back for doubling. He also has an EHS tuner on his bike to make it run a little cooler, not for performance really, because everybody knows that these 708s, they run a little hot. I might actually get myself a EHS tuner. And what else? Oh yeah, he took his sway bar off in the back, so he says he likes that a lot. He doesn't notice it that much driving fast. He said it's a little bit more tippy, but in the slow trails it's really worth it, he says. So he seems to like it, so it'll be interesting to try it out. So yeah, we're gonna come down here and find he knows these woods like the back of his hand, so yeah, we're gonna go back here and find a good spot to be able to test out the travel of the suspension and the rebound and everything, so I'll let you guys know if it's worth it. I personally find the Grizzly a fairly smooth bike anyways, especially the newer ones. They have different shocks than the older ones. Still just stock Yamaha shocks, but I also have a set of bighorn tires which I run at fairly low pressure, which eats up a lot of small bumps. So yeah, we'll get out here and we'll test out these bikes. I'm gonna be honest too, if I don't think it's worth it, I probably won't get a set. So yeah, it's getting on fall here. It's pretty near the end of September. The leaves are starting to fall. It's personally, it's my favorite time to get out and ride. Not as many bugs, not so hot. So I'm gonna try to get out now and get a few more videos before the snow flies, because that isn't too far away from my part of the world. So yeah, this video probably will be a little faster paced than my normal just cruising along videos. Just out having a little bit of fun. We actually just did some maintenance to the Grizzly. We just I used the Machine Integrations wheel bearing greaser tool. So if you guys want to check that video out, maybe I'll link it in below. It's basically, I bought that thing a while back, just never got around to using it, so wanted to go try it out. some of the locals might recognize this spot. This is where the Hillbilly Run comes, the big mud pits. So these big trucks and four-wheelers, everything's stuck here. It's a pretty cool spot. It's my turn. So I'm on my stock Grizzly. I mean, it sucks it up. It's true, when you feel it go over a bump, you can feel the suspension bottom out but the opposite way, as if like the tires come off the ground. She hits pretty hard there on that bump. I mean, I'm going at a faster clip than I normally would go at too, but I want to try sitting down now. I mean, to me it feels pretty good, but I'm not used to anything else either. So I'll go down and try his. So like I said, he's got basically the exact same bike, a year newer. He's got stage 3 in the front, stage 4 in the rear, and an EHS tuner. Oh, and your sway bars removed, like I said. Over that bump you can really feel the difference. Slower speeds it felt way better. Higher speeds felt around the same. This bump, you can really feel the difference on that bump. Just such a smooth landing. Yeah, she feels pretty good like that. This is the one that I noticed the most. It's pretty smooth, man. Yeah, I find when I was going at high speed and I hit that one, I didn't notice that much of a difference. Yeah. But there, it's like night and day. Off that bump, like when that's an off-camber hit and you're going at fast speed, I think it's gonna be rough. Yeah. But there, like when those front wheels are just gonna come off, there's no like, when you get to the top, you don't feel that jerk. It's just kind of like, yeah. And then when you, all right, so I'm still on Evan's bike here. Like I said, so far you can definitely notice a difference with the Elkas. So I'm excited to try it on trail riding. So here I'm just kind of letting the engine brake do its thing. Apply the brakes a bit. It's really ruddy here. I'm trying really to see if I can notice. I'm kind of watching Evan too, seeing if he's bouncing around. This is a steep hill. It never shows up really good on the GoPro, but yeah, it's really nice. These shocks are really nice. I think trail riding, these shocks would save you. Coming out to a pretty little spot here. This is right by Evan's parents' house. Beautiful little river. I tell you, the best thing about riding with Evan is that he grew up around this area his whole life. The guy knows more trails than anybody I know, and all these little one-off trails that no other ATVs or side-by-sides really go down because it's just non-marked trails. These are trails that he grew up riding, so he shows you quite a few different trails, which is nice. This one's gorgeous, a little single lane. I'm gonna go back across the river here. Oh, sorry. This is by Evan's place. Just a sweet little spot here. Look at this river. God, I'd live here. All right, we're leaving the nice spot here. I'm back on the nice Grizzly. I'm tired of driving that piece of. Yeah, Evan was telling me that they own all this land around here. They got like 200 acres. Pretty sweet. I was talking to Evan and he said this is basically the same thing I said. I said at slow speeds you don't notice a difference in the shocks too much, but at high speeds you really notice it. Or if you're going and like say only two or one or your wheels hit like a pothole, you really notice it. So this is the wood splitter you guys made?
There too.
Oh, both of them are homemade? This obviously is the one that you made out of the skidder engine?
Yeah.
That's insane. That thing must split wood.
Oh yeah.
Evan wanted to come up and show me the wood splitter they built. Pretty sweet. It's huge. I've never seen one that big. The old Honda 350 there in the garage. This is all his grandfather's land and stuff. Alright, so we're still just out cruising around. Evan's showing me a lot of these trails. These are all on his land, or his family land. Really awesome to see, to be honest with you. I mean, I couldn't imagine owning this much land with all these nice trails on it. So hopefully you guys got a good visual back there. You could see when we came out of the river, my front tire came off the ground pretty high, and his, I'm pretty sure it stayed right on the ground. I think that has a lot to do with him removing his sway bar in the back. I might actually end up doing that myself because I like having the extra travel. And when I was going fast and doing fishtails, I didn't notice the bike being any more tippy. So I might just actually take that sway bar off myself. Man, he's got some land here though. The little rivers running everywhere. Just gorgeous. I asked him too, I said, oh, do you care if I ever come and do a camping video here? He said, for sure. So yeah, he said it was a lot any time to come here, and this is a little bridge that he built himself. Said allowed to come here anytime and go for a camp. If you guys see Evan driving fast through here and think it's a little not safe, the guy, I encourage you to go check out his YouTube channel. It's a bunch of old videos. He hasn't put anything new out in a while. But the guy's crazy on a bike. He's got him doing wheelies for, he can basically do wheelies as long as he wants on a motorcycle or dirt bike. Street bike, everything. He's had every single bike under the sun, everything you could imagine, he's owned it. And he knows he's... So we're just heading back to Evan's house now. But yeah, I guess my conclusion on the Elka shocks, I think if you got the money and you don't mind spending it, I think they're definitely worth it. If I mean, I wouldn't go buy Elka shocks before I bought a winch, new tires, a storage box, or hand warmers. Like, it wouldn't be my first thing, but if you had everything and you want to keep adding on your bike and you had the money, like I said, I would definitely buy them. They're really nice. So we're heading back to the house now. We talked about doing a little drag race up here on the road, so we might do that too. If I do, I definitely get that on video. Alright, so we're going to have a little race here, or a little pull race. We're going to go around 10 kilometers an hour side by side, and then we're both going to punch it. He's going to do kind of like the 1, 2, 3 go thing with his hand. And we want to kind of see if his tuner adds anything. Well, it looks like, I mean, his is a little bit newer, but the kilometers aren't that different. I have a few more, but seems like that tuner might add on just a little bit, or maybe he got the little jump on me, but seems like his is a little bit faster than mine.